Welcome back to the channel. Glad to have you here. In today's video, I'm going to talk about 3 profitable Amazon KDP keywords that are low competition and they're high demand. They all have to do with one specific niche, and that is the scrapbooking niche. But in today's video, I'm going to focus on 3 profitable Amazon KDP keywords that have to do with the scrapbooking paper wedding niche. So they all have to do with the wedding niche, and this is an amazing opportunity to utilize these 3 keywords as part of your title or your subtitle or your 7 keyword slots for anything to do with wedding scrapbook paper. So let's have a look at the keywords for today's video. And just before we get started, we do daily videos talking about profitable Amazon KDP keywords, as well as tips and strategies to help you make passive income online using my own personal experience, as well as tactics and strategies and hacks on what works best. Now, that being said, there's also 2 free trials linked in the description box below. One 30-day free trial for Canva Pro and one 30-day free trial for Creative Fabrica, which is my go-to when it comes to KDP keywords, interiors, and graphics. Now let's get started with the first keyword for the day, and our first keyword for the day is scrapbook paper 8.5 times 11 wedding. This is an amazing long tail keyword that utilizes everything that we need to get started, and it has a very strong keyword niche score of 73, which is good to see. Total results is 3,638, which is below 4,000, and that is also quite acceptable considering that the wedding niche is quite competitive. So rarely do we come across a wedding low content book type of niche that has these metrics. Also, the average bestseller rank is within 300,000 or under 300,000, my apologies, and the lower the better, and it is averaging 266,970. Also, average reviews are 176, and the average price, notice that there is an increase in the average price, which is heading towards the $20, and it is currently averaging $18.02. So you're basically creating a large print 8.5 times 11 inch book. It's a low content book, and it contains a collection of wedding digital paper, wedding scrapbooking paper, also a combination of different quotes and sayings, maybe funny, maybe humorous, maybe vintage retro style. It's up to you to niche down what type of wedding scrapbook paper you are creating. Is it vintage? Is it floral, botanical? Is it retro? Is it watercolor? So it's up to you. This is also a great opportunity for you to cut down through that total results and get it as low as possible, and target these wonderful customers that are looking for a specific wedding scrapbook paper depending on the designs. But you need to always make sure that it fits the metrics, which is 8.5 times 11 inches, and you can utilize this keyword also in the 7 keyword slots for any product that you have currently on your Amazon KDP portfolio that is wedding and scrapbook paper related. So as you can see, we're scrolling down. We want to avoid the ones that are sponsored, which are the ones that have ads running, and we want to focus on the books that have the bestseller rank. And as you can see, the ones that are sponsored are scattered throughout. Sometimes you find them at the top 4, but in this case they are scattered around the place. So find ones that are bestsellers, find ones that are independently published. That way you will be able to have something to compare against, have a look at the overall number of pages for the books that are bestsellers that are self-published as well, and that way try to create more than the average number of pages in the books that you're comparing your book against. That way also, and try to specifically target different types of wedding digital papers. Now, heading to Creative Fabrica, I just want to show you a simple example before we get started on our second keyword. And just here I'm going to write wedding digital paper, and let's see what we have. Let's see what we have in terms of what we can sub-niche choose. So there's this autumn rustic kind of wedding scrapbook paper. This is the bohemian one. So these are all sub-niches that we can create. This is a rustic, this is a cream, this one's a simple wedding digital or scrapbook paper. This one's an emerald version, this one's a pink version, a lace one with some glitter in there as well, the light orange, more of the gold ones. This one's a really beautiful princess wedding digital paper that you can also be able to utilize. Now, one thing is for sure that you do want to change things around. You want to add in some elements, maybe remove some elements as well, so we don't avoid or we can avoid duplicate content that way, because these digital paper are being uploaded as covers, they're being uploaded as interiors for other books as well. So bear that in mind, that you want to change things around. You want to maybe change the transparency as well. This one's a beautiful one. This one's a vintage Gothic white roses wedding design digital paper, so they're niching down as much as possible. Here it's amazing. We've got a watercolor forest wedding, and yes, there is clip art, but you will also notice that there is some digital paper in there, and if not, then you could also utilize some of these beautiful watercolor graphics and create your own pattern style digital paper that way. So that was for the first keyword for today's video, which is scrapbook paper 8.5 times 11 inches. And also, for the sake of these beautiful data that we have right here, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to ignore the number 4 given by Amazon Scrap Pro and stick with the 73 given by Titans as a keyword strength. And that's exactly why you need to activate all 4 Chrome extensions, so you have a foundation to compare against when it comes to the results. And always use your common sense, and always make sure that you check for trademark before embarking on any of the keywords. So that was for the first keyword for the day. Let's head over to the second, which is also wedding related, and in this case we're doing a 12 by 12 inches size scrapbook paper wedding theme, and that's our exact keyword for the day. 12 by 12 scrapbook paper wedding theme has an amazing, strong, solid keyword niche score of 85 by Titans, which is much more higher than the previous. We've got the total results within that 1000 range, and they're sitting at 1732. Average bestseller rank is within that 100,000 range. It's under 300,000, the lower the better, and in this case it's sitting beautifully at 109,251. Average reviews are 143. Average price, then again, it's good to see that it is higher than $10, and it's sitting an average of $15.05. So in this case, you're doing exactly the same as the previous keyword, but you're, rather than sizing it at a large print, you're sizing it at 12 by 12 inches. And here you also have the flexibility and the opportunity to niche down based on what type of theme is it. So it's around that major, big, main wedding theme. But what is it? Is it gold foil? Is it silver? Is it lace? And try to create a couple of different books to get your book ranking, and also utilize this wonderful keyword as part of your 7 keyword slots for anything wedding related and scrapbook related. So that was the keyword. So these were the 2 keywords for the day that have to do with scrapbook paper book to do with wedding. First one was scrapbook paper 8.5 times 11 inch wedding with a keyword niche score of 73, and the next one was 12 by 12 scrapbook paper wedding theme with a keyword niche score of 85. Thank you so much for watching the video till the end. I appreciate every single one of you, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye bye.